I'm listening to the John Batchelor show. I like John Batchelor, but what I'm hearing on John Batchelor's show, it really bothers me, man. I respect John Batchelor for his intellect. I've listened to John Batchelor for years. I'm One Sir Grove, OSGOE. That is the rapper, science researcher, analyst, One Sir Grove. Yeah. And so I'm listening to John Batchelor, and I like John Batchelor. But what I'm hearing right now, I don't like. And here's what I don't like. By the way, this is C4CW, casting 495 celebrities worldwide. If you are true fans of this show, then IWE495 most certainly appreciate you. You see how I'm just real direct, man? I'm real blunt, and I just get to the fucking point. You notice that? It's under 60 seconds. I never ask anyone to subscribe to anything, to smash any stupid fucking bell. I just never do that. It's not my thing. So, John Batchelor has a guest on, and what they're talking about is James Punk motherfucking Comey. Look, man, people think differently. Here's how I think. James Comey should have been arrested like 10 years ago. Even before that, actually. Back around 9/11, he should have been arrested. He should have been arrested by the U.S. intelligence community, legal arm of the U.S. intelligence community. Shouldn't have been the FBI because the FBI was rogue back then. But a branch of the U.S. government should have arrested James Comey at fucking gunpoint. Said, Mr. Comey, put your hands up. Fucking game is over, dude. Put your hands up, turn around. Put your hands behind your fucking back. You're done, dude. It's over. Game over, motherfucker. And you know, I mean, this talking in circles about... Now, I come from a background in law enforcement, but I wasn't always on this side of the law. And I'm not going to go into that. By now, if you're, someone who's been with the show for a while, you should know my backstory. I used to be active in gang activity. When I was a kid, that was fucking 30 years ago. Flash forward. So, yeah. As a member of the U.S. intelligence community, it's just so crystal fucking clear. I mean, what is it? Is it like my show where I just go for content, because I'm getting paid for advertisements? I mean, I don't know what people are talking about. Look, I like John Batchelor. Like, I really respect him. Like, I like the dude. Like, I think he's a fucking good dude. I've been listening to him for years, and I think he means well. And it's not just John Batchelor. It's other shows. What the fuck is America talking about? James Comey this, James Comey that. I'm not saying that everyone is minimizing or downplaying what James Comey said and did. I'm saying that James Comey should be in a fucking federal detention facility in a black site. James Comey is look, I come from a background in counterintelligence. That's right. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the world of counterintelligence. It's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to seem schizophrenic. It's supposed to seem spy crazy. It's supposed to seem delusional. That's the whole fucking point. I was a college honor student. Believe you me, I clean up real good. Man, after a night of boozing out on the town, man, I shave up and fucking clean up real swell. Oh yeah. I've been to lots of different embassies, and they love a One Sir Grove. I'm just saying, man, I've done a lot of undercover shit. A lot of inventive and, I would say ingenious. Look, I'm not tooting my own horn. I mean, that's how we ran ops. Like, you got to be creative, man. You got to be imaginative. You have to use ingenuity. You got to do different shit. I studied asymmetric warfare. That's what I studied. Counterintelligence. From a professor who specializes in asymmetric warfare and practices it and has in the field. I'm just saying, man, I've had a lot of different professors at a lot of different universities. And I've worked in Intel. And I'm a U.S. intelligence contractor to this day. I'm just saying, man, I have a lot of successes under my belt. Now, again, man, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm a humble dude. You gotta understand something. James Comey's a fucking enemy of America. Of course he's going to apologize. You know why? Because none of it's for real. That would be like Timothy McVeigh saying, I know what I did was wrong in your mind. And for that, I apologize not to you, but to myself for not doing even more than what I did. And I'm sorry for that. You know what I mean? Look, I'm simply saying, man, that like, whatever you believe, whether, look, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. For those of you who knew that that's where I was going with that. I don't know what really happened, man, with Timothy McVeigh. I have reservations about it. I don't believe the FBI's fucking story. I don't. I refuse to. I just can't. I just don't fucking believe the motherfucking FBI, man. I just don't fucking believe their goddamn shit. After everything they've done in this country that mirrors shit the Stasi and Nazis fucking did, I just don't fucking believe them. Okay? Now, keep in mind, I know it sounds ludicrous, but after I decided the gang shit was too much, I said, man, look, I'm going to go work in foreign intelligence. It's not counter narcotics, doesn't have anything to do with like domestic street shit. No, it's different. It's exotic. It's a whole nother ball game. It's what I always wanted to do. I'm going to go work in foreign intel. I'm going to figure out how to get in the door, and I did. I share intel with agencies because I know shit. Because I schmooze. Yes, there's another side to Onser Grove. He's a real clean-cut motherfucking dude. And plus, man, my parents were in the military, so I know how to look sharp, man. I know how to stand at attention, even though I'm a civilian. I'm just saying, man. Look, it's all about role-playing, man. Okay? I can't give any kind of legal or business advice, but I do a lot of shit. And I was in a gang, so I know decorum. And I know how to come together as a unit, as a collective, man. I know how to run ops. Not glorifying, embellishing, or condoning any type of illegal organized crime. I'm just simply saying, man, I went to college, man, and I signed up for programs, and I went door knocking when I knew that I had fucking top skills. And I was like, enough is enough. Fuck these stupid agencies that are doing stupid shit. I want to do some new shit, some hybrid shit, some asymmetric warfare to the next level type intel shit. Red team shit. Like, there's a building. Information's inside of it. Our government needs it. I mean, look, man, full disclosure. I'm not going to mention the person's name. I'm not going to say who it I don't do that. That's crossing lines. But, man, I've worked in the field with people, man, who are, they're operational, at different agencies, 3-letter agencies, top agencies. I'm not going to mention the agency, but you could probably figure it out if you just put your thinking cap on. And he told me like this. He was like, man, swear to God, on my life, on my honor as a man in this world, he said, we have to teach you better burglary skills. Because they wanted me to break into this fucking, I won't even specify, but a facility, and they just wanted me to see if something was there. That's all I'm going to say. And there were people there, man, at the time. And I don't know, man, it felt dirty because I used to break into shit. But, man, as an adult, and there was a time when I had to tap this nigga shit. And it was a gray area, man, like federal law shit. And I knew how to do it, and I showed him how I could do it. And I kind of sort of did it without permission at first, but I didn't do the whole thing. And then I let him know, yo, I could tap this nigga shit but I don't want to cross that line because then it's going to get NSA involved in shit. And I was at an NSA location. And I'm not going to say where it was or why I was there. But I was like, yo, I don't want to tap this dude shit because I don't have I don't have I don't have authorization from a federal court system. You know what I mean? And they were like, but look, here's the deal. These are black ops. You know, we have the ability. I mean, this is unstructured, like off the record shit. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. Like straight up, something doesn't feel right. Like, even though we could do it, because they told me, they're like, look, we're not going to prosecute you for it. And I was like, that just sounds too good to be true. And they're like, we're not going to prosecute you. We can't tell you to do it. We can't instruct you, in terms of how to do it. And, we're not going to prosecute you. I said, right, but when I tap this nigga shit using this algorithm, this protocol, agencies are going to know that there are like ants on the wire. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see me and, my setup on this nigga shit. They're going to know that I did it. So I sent the nigga false data. That's what I ended up doing. I mean, I trilaterated his shit down to some centimeters, but the point is, I sent the nigga some false data. He thought I was someone else. I'm not going to go into details about that either. But I'm saying, man, these are people from 3-letter agencies, top agencies. And they're telling me, like, you need to step up your burglary game. And I'm like, no, I don't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I understood what they meant in the context of what we're doing because it's sanctioned, man, and it's for a good cause. And, it felt weird because we used to B&E, man, for illegal reasons. And here I'm doing it for matters of, for higher purposes, man. And I'm looking around and I see these people at this place. And even though I could just, like, walk behind someone into this shit or whatever, snatch up a lanyard, whatever, fob, I'm just saying I didn't do it. I let him do it. I just didn't want to do it, man, which is weird. Now, you may be thinking, like, Grove, come on, man, you're running some type of op and shit. You've got clearance, authorization to break into some shit, and they're telling you to do it, and you're like, I'm red team. Why didn't you do it, Grove? I don't know, man. I just had a feeling about it. I just didn't want to do it. Because, A, it would have been really fucking easy for me to do. B, even though I was authorized to do it, it just felt wrong. I don't know. There was something about it where I was like, I don't know. Even though I had authorization to do it and I've been authorized to do shit that niggas aren't supposed to do if they're not authorized to do shit, that one particular instance, man, I don't know. I just had a bad feeling about it. Like, I don't know, man. It felt dirty. Like, it didn't seem right. So, anyway, I mean, I could see through the shit. Don't get me wrong. Like, I found a way to peer into the shit. And I had a pretty good feeling that the shit was there. But nonetheless, I didn't bypass the electronic shit. I didn't circumvent their system. I didn't, like, tap into their shit and, like, open the shit. I mean, I just didn't do it. And I knew that they could do it anyway, and I knew that they didn't really need me to do it. I mean, it would have saved them some time, but here's the deal. Here's what I'm saying. I've worked in intel, man. James Comey's he's a traitor to America. I don't understand what people are talking. I mean, I do. They're pussyfooting around the issue. James Comey needs to be arrested, man. U.S. government needs to walk up on him, man, roll up on him with straps and be like, you're under fucking arrest. And they need to stop the shit that Adam Schiff is doing too. And they need to shut down Gerald fucking Nadler and Pelosi and be like, look, man, you guys can't do this in America. This is illegal. Even the House can't do this. Even U.S. Congress can't do this. You guys are done. You're done. The game is over. Charades are over. You're fucking done. You can't just make up shit with no fucking proof. That's not how America works. And James Comey, man, he's like a Robert Hansen. That motherfucker probably has so many skeletons in his closet. This dude has look. Even Larry O'Connor, Chris Plant. Chris Plant said earlier today, he was talking about how James Comey talks about how when he was being interviewed, James Comey said something pathological to the effect of, do you know how hard it is to obtain a FISA warrant, for the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act? And the person who was interviewing him was like, well, I'm assuming really hard based on how you just prefaced it. Because James Comey made it seem like it was really difficult. And then Chris Plant elucidated that there were like over 13,000 fucking FISA warrants that were authorized for the rogue FBI to spy on Americans like Nazi Germany and the Stasi, and it's not fucking hard at all. So James Comey, because he's a pathological enemy, un-American, fucking mole traitor, infiltrator, seditious, subversive, fucking enemy of America, for emphasis, because he's a traitor and an enemy to America, it just rolls off his tongue, man. He's so accustomed, he's so good at his lies. They just come one after another. And he knows how to frame it all. Because he's a frame-up artist. He frames it all up. He's a frame-up job, motherfucker. So when he talks to you, he's like, well, you see, the thing is, at the Bureau, I'm just doing my job. Now, imagine I'm Robert Hansen. Okay? And then I'm going to switch it over to James Comey. So, you see, my name is Robert, is what I meant. Hansen, sorry about that. And I had one cocktail tonight, that's all. But, you see, during the Cold War, I had a lot of access to Russian assets and sources and counterintelligence resources. And you see, in my role, my capacity, my responsibility was to ensure that we stayed on top of Russian aggression. Now, I understand people want to fault me for what I did. Some of what I did. Because one has to admit a lot of what I did was the right thing to do for America. Now, you see, as an expert, Russian counterintelligence expert, I'm just saying expert for, emphasis in my chosen profession role, I, as a master in my field, I was given a great deal of responsibility. So looking out for the American people and America's interests at the time, I took it upon myself to reach out to Russian government officials and explain that if they were to give me an opportunity to help both Russia and America, that we, the Russian government helping me, could do some good for the world and help steer America down a certain path, trajectory. And by doing so, we, that is the Russian Federation government, and I, as a U.S. American, born and raised, previously patriot, could help America better understand how the world ought to be, you see. So this is what James Comey does. Everything he does is euphemistic. It's all a euphemism. It's all downplayed. It's all minimized. It's all sugar-coated. He should have been surrounded by motherfucking automatic weapons a long time ago and fucking tied up by the U.S. intelligence community and hauled off to a goddamn fucking black site where all the other motherfucking terrorists are. You can sit here and go around in circles about James Comey said this in his candid and frank interview, blah, 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 yada, 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 yada. And you can go on as long, for however long you need to fill up your time space for in which to create and fulfill that threshold of your content. I'm at 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Fuck James Comey. Fuck the rogue FBI. Not everyone at the FBI. The ones that are fucking rogue, we're going to put you in motherfucking federal black site detention facilities with the other terrorists.